In the vast, sun-scorched deserts of Arabia, a single family rose from obscurity to command the world's most vital resource and shape the destiny of the modern Middle East. This is the story of the House of Saud, a dynasty whose influence stretches from the holy cities of Mecca and Medina to the corridors of power in Washington and beyond. How did one clan, in just a few generations, build a kingdom that sits atop a quarter of the world's oil reserves? Our story begins in the mid-18th century, not with oil, but with a powerful idea. A local ruler named Muhammad bin Saud, from the small oasis town of Diriyah, forged a historic pact with a religious reformer, Muhammad ibn Abd al-Wahhab. This alliance was the bedrock of the future kingdom. One provided the political and military muscle, the other, a strict puritanical interpretation of Islam that would inspire fanatical loyalty. Together, they began to unite the disparate, warring tribes of the Arabian Peninsula under a single banner and a single belief. This first Saudi state was powerful but short-lived, eventually crushed by the Ottoman Empire. Yet, the seed of the kingdom had been planted. The Saud family endured decades of exile and internal struggle. Their fortunes seemed to dwindle until a young, charismatic leader emerged from the shadows. His name was Abdulaziz ibn Saud, known to the West simply as Ibn Saud. He was a man of towering stature and even greater ambition. In 1902, in a daring nighttime raid that has become the stuff of legend, Ibn Saud and a small band of loyal followers recaptured his ancestral home of Riyadh. This single act of audacity ignited a 30-year campaign of conquest. Through strategic alliances, masterful diplomacy, and ruthless warfare, Ibn Saud subdued rival tribes and consolidated his power across the peninsula. He married into countless families, creating a complex web of loyalty that bound the new nation together. In 1932, he officially declared the unification of the territories into the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, with himself as its first king. But the real game-changer was yet to be discovered. The kingdom was vast, but desperately poor. Then, in 1938, American geologists struck oil. Not just some oil, but an ocean of it. The discovery at Dammam Well No. 7 transformed Saudi Arabia from a remote desert kingdom into a global economic powerhouse almost overnight. The partnership with American oil companies, which would later become Aramco, brought unimaginable wealth, fundamentally altering the fabric of Saudi society and its place in the world. This newfound wealth, often called petrodollars, allowed Ibn Saud and his successors to embark on a massive modernization project. Deserts bloomed with new cities, highways, hospitals, and universities. The standard of living for many Saudis skyrocketed. But this rapid development came with its own set of challenges. The monarchy had to perform a delicate balancing act: how to embrace modernity and global commerce while upholding its role as the guardian of Islam's holiest sites and preserving its conservative social traditions. The succession of power passed from Ibn Saud to his sons. Each king navigated the kingdom through a different set of global crises and opportunities. From the oil embargo of 1973, which brought Western economies to their knees, to the funding of various groups during the Cold War, Saudi Arabia's influence was undeniable. The kingdom's unique position as both a key U.S. ally and the leader of the Islamic world often placed it in a complex, sometimes contradictory geopolitical position. Internally, the royal family grew exponentially. Today, the House of Saud consists of thousands of princes, creating a vast and intricate network of power, privilege, and, at times, intense rivalry. Managing this sprawling family and ensuring a smooth transition of power from one generation to the next has been a constant challenge for the ruling monarchs. Every decision, from cabinet appointments to business contracts, is often filtered through this complex prism of family politics. Now, a new chapter is being written. Under the ambitious leadership of Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, often known as MBS, Saudi Arabia is undergoing its most significant transformation yet. His Vision 2030 plan aims to diversify the economy away from its near-total dependence on oil, opening up the country to tourism, entertainment, and foreign investment. We're seeing social reforms that were once unthinkable. Women are driving, cinemas have reopened, and the country is hosting international sports and music events. However, this push for modernization is accompanied by a consolidation of power and a crackdown on dissent that has drawn international scrutiny. The kingdom is at a crossroads, navigating a path between a future of gleaming megacities like Neom and the deep-rooted traditions that have defined it for centuries. The story of the House of Saud is far from over. It remains a captivating saga of power, faith, and oil, a dynasty that rose from the desert to reshape our world, and whose next moves will continue to have profound consequences for us all. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the history of one of the world's most influential families. If you found this documentary interesting, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the forces that shape our world. We'll see you in the next video.